Good morning, my YouTubers. Welcome to the morning uh, post-game conference between the Leafs and the coaches. And we're going to take you live to that right now.
Very team, very opportunistic team, and when you give them those chances, they typically make it. So.
What's been the biggest challenge in terms of getting that consistency early in the season for you guys?
I mean, like I said, I just think there hasn't. We haven't played up to our capability, I think, for a full 60 minutes yet, and I mean that's on us to obviously figure that out. I felt like we did a lot of really good things here tonight, especially just to get us back in the game, and felt like we were right there with momentum. And then, like I said, just small letdowns to let them back in and to capitalize.
What's your sense of urgency to kind of get things going in the right direction? I know it's still early, but get kind of building momentum early this year.
Yeah, pretty urgent.
Sensing frustration for some of the other guys. Just you had mentioned the only ones who are putting up goals right now.
I mean, it's the last two games, honestly. So I think you try to look at it with the big picture, but obviously, like I said, we just haven't played a full, complete team game. We're rolling off four lines and making it really difficult on the opposing team for a full 60 minutes. So, yeah.
Mark, what was the difference tonight for you guys?
Oh, we felt like we beat ourselves. I mean, every time we found a way to get back in the game, we gave them one. So, pretty disappointing. I think just found ways to give them. It felt like in all aspects of the game, give them one freebie.
Mark, you've been around such a long time. How do you sort of, I'm sure you've been through programs before with teams, how do you sort of coax more offense out of the guys that don't really contribute that much offense yourself into this game?
I mean, it's one of those things. You just got to start with hard work and defense. I mean, it's a cliche, but we scored enough goals to win tonight, obviously. Things aren't going well offensively. You got to contribute in other ways. So it's on all of us. I mean, we got to keep pucks out of our net. We're give up 5 and 6 a night. You're going to lose most games. So I think just forget about trying to score all the time or trying to create offense, and we got to start on our own end first and work from there.
Why are you guys letting your guard down, do you think, after you score the big goals and get the building going?
Well, I don't think it's I think tonight was just a bunch of different things. I think we gave up a shorty. I think we gave up one off a guy snuck behind us, and a line change on. Like there's all different ones. So I mean, there's not one thing but yeah, you're right. I mean, after you score a goal, you got to lock it down and really bring it. And we couldn't do that tonight. Every time it seemed like we tied it within 5-6 minutes, they had the lead again.
There's a sense of urgency in the room right now, Mark. I mean, it's early, but it's not that early.
Well, no, I mean, everyone in our division's playing well. It's going to be a battle this year to get points every night in our division, so these ones sting. These are big games. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. I mean, for our team, we know what type of team we have. We know the caliber of team we have, but we got to go out there and prove that and play better. That's the bottom line.
What sort of strain is it on the defense? Obviously, there's injuries right now, new guys trying to get their feet wet. Max doesn't play a ton tonight, so again, you're in a situation where it's different partners, lots of minutes. What's the challenge there?
Yeah, no, I mean, everyone wants to play more, so now it's an opportunity for all of us to show what we got. And again, it's more about collectively as a group, like locking things down and focusing on keeping pucks out of our net. I just think once we do that, the other stuff's going to come. Offensively, we're a pretty gifted team, but can't give teams, especially a skilled team like that, you can't give them looks like we did tonight, and cost us.
Where did this one go wrong for you guys tonight?
Obviously, too many careless plays, giving them too many free looks around our net. Team's got obviously a lot of offense and a lot of great players that can score, so we did it tonight.
What happened on the shorthanded goal for them?
Yeah, just a shit show, really. Just kind of, no speed by me, and obviously we have game plans coming in here about what we want to do and try to do on the power play and trying to execute it. And sometimes I think just being the safer play.
When the offense from the bottom six isn't there, does it feel like it put more pressure on you and Austin and the bigger guys to deliver even more?
No, I mean, everyone wants to execute out here on the ice, and everyone wants to produce. So, obviously, you just want to stay patient with it, and make sure everyone knows that. Just to stay patient with it, stay positive, and obviously, you're going to get your looks eventually. Just make sure when you do get them, bear down, and everyone wants to put them in. So, obviously, that's what they're trying to do. It just hasn't happened.
Obviously, it's still early, but winless before here. What's the necessary level of urgency for you guys moving forward here?
Yeah, a lot. Just need to be a lot better. Need to be way more competitive. Need to back up home ice a lot more, and we just need to make sure we're the ones driving and not being passengers.
Do you have any idea why you seem to have better efforts on the road than at home so far this year?
Nope.
Joseph, this was a bit of a wild one. How would you describe what it was like to play tonight?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy game, pretty back and forth, and from my vantage point, it was awesome to see our team keep coming back, and eventually they get so many goals that you can't keep coming back. But I'm proud of how we played and how we didn't quit.
How did you feel about your game tonight?
I thought I felt pretty good. Trying to stay consistent in my mindset, and the results aren't always consistent, but I think it's important for me to stay the same. A couple odd bounces and whatnot, but that's hockey.
On the Skinner goal, you just tip your hat to a great shooter, or how did you see that one?
Yeah, it was, I don't know, got a bit of a knuckle puck, so kind of tough to read those, but it was a good shot.
How well do you know the guy in the other net? Big guy?
I don't know him that well. Primo was in net for Northeastern when I was in college, but I've watched him a bit from afar and with the World Juniors and stuff, and he's a great goalie, so it was pretty fun to play against him.
Stop the third period breakaway, yet Tuck gets that crazy bounce in front. That kind of a night for you to get to?
Yeah,
Weird bounces, like you were saying?
Yeah. It's it's hockey stuff like that goes in, and it's unfortunate the timing of it, but I just try to do my best to focus on the next shot and give us a chance.
Are you happy with how the rotation is going? Right now it seems to be just alternating games. You okay with that?
Yeah, that's not really my call. Whenever I'm able to get in net, I'm doing my best to help the team, and when I'm not, I'm doing my best to support the team and support the enemy. No wins in the last 4, Joe. I know it's early, but it's not that early. What's the sense of urgency in this room? Yeah, I think after losing 4 in a row, I think it's very important to come out next game. I think we had that mentality tonight as well, and I think it showed for the first bit of the game, and we have to come out that same way and string some wins together.
What can happen with team confidence tonight when usually you guys come back at a big goal, get the building going, you can sustain that. Tonight they came back, scored a few times to negate those big goals you were getting.
Yeah. To me, there's two different stories in the game. I thought in the first and second period, we made mistakes that they countered on, which is what they do, probably better than anybody in the NHL. You make mistakes, they counter on you, score off the rush and breakaways, and just like they did tonight. In the third period, partially for kind of the way the game was going to this point, but the third period was the most exhausted I've seen a core of defensemen in my time in this league. So we really just couldn't get going. We couldn't skate. We couldn't make a pass. Couldn't think. It was just too much for our D tonight.
How concerned are you about the lack of scoring in your bottom six?
Yeah, I'm concerned for sure.
Is there something you as a coach can do to get that out of them, or is it just on the players to find way? Or
I mean, you know, we've got guys. You know, Nyes is new to the league, hasn't found his stride offensively. You know, Kampfer's a guy that's going to give you everything that he has, but that's not his primary thing. You know, Domi is a guy obviously we expect more out of and some contribution offensively. You know, keep going back to that Tampa game. It obviously makes 2 game-breaking plays that get us the win there in Tampa and allow us to get 2 points. That's the kind of contribution you need from he and Nyes. But yeah, it's a lot of heavy lifting for our top guys right now, for sure.
You talk about your defense being as tired as they were. Is that a little bit on you to maybe play the other guys more, or on the other guys to be gain your confidence to be played more?
Well, I mean, the rotation of 5 for the most part tonight, right? And you got to use a 6th guy more for sure. Except it's hard to do that. You put him on the ice and give him a breakaway. So you got a guy that the coach is running the bench, and it's hard. You got to earn trust when you come up, right? So that's part of it. I think the other part is, we have run through at different times out of necessity. We've run through 5 defensemen, and we've handled that pretty well. Today it may have caught up to us.
The puck seems to be going in a bit with the 4th line on the ice. Is there anything they can do to stop the bleeding there, or is bad bounces, bad luck?
Well, I mean, I think if you were to break it down and you watch all the goals individually, I think there's some happenstance in there. The 2 tonight, I don't know that. It's a sequence. It starts with Nyes turns the puck over in the neutral zone, then we can't get a full line change. Nyes himself can't get off the ice. He's caught out there, tired. Then we ice the puck, and now they get the matchup that they want coming over, and they shoot the puck, goes off a guy in front of the net. The breakaway I referenced before, we're on the attack and we're deep in their zone, and one of their most dangerous scorers is hanging out in behind us. To me, that's not on the forwards in that case, or the 4th line. But to me, it's more about the territory and the time spent in the offensive zone, which therefore can reduce the likelihood that something could go bad like that. But I thought that group, whether I use Holmberg or Camp with them, which I moved them around a little bit tonight with Gregor and Reeves, I thought those guys in the early going really did a great job for us and had some positive momentum. It was really, really good to see. Unfortunately, just seems that puck's going in the net when they're out there. So it's on me to continue to build their confidence and not get them down on themselves because of some of this happenstance stuff, but just continue to work through their process.
What's your level of concern with the team's overall game at this point?
Well, I think I think you look at the game in Boston the other night, we did a lot of good things against a really good team. Today we did a number of good things, but made bad mistakes. That our power play in the first period could have broke the game open for us with the types of chances that we had. So these kind of things just kind of snowball, and then you make mistakes. Your counter-punching team, that you give them those chances, they hang around and get leads, and now you're playing from behind. It's a dangerous game to play when you're doing that. In terms of where our team game is at, to me, we've got a bunch of guys that we need to get playing better.
Is Jake McCabe any closer to
He is.
joining?
He's possible for practice tomorrow.
That's it for the post-game show. I'll be back later on tonight with the highlights of the Raptor game. So stay tuned for that, because the Raptors are playing against the San Antonio Spurs. So I'll be right back with that update later on tonight. Bye for now. This is Jonnywatts reporting from Jonnywatts Sports Desk. Bye for now.